Howdy folks, Tom Bodley here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So this book, I mentioned on this channel already. This is actually the second edition of this reprint. So you'll notice first the Field of Chaos says white highlighting. You'll notice also it has the name Field of Chaos on the spine. There's a slightly shorter bio, a few other things. There are about between 4 and 12 typos that are in this book, but I wrote the book when I was 16. So I want the voice of a 16-year-old to come through, which means that typos are just going to have to stay. I was thinking about whether I needed to, get a proper copy editor and do all this stuff, but I wrote this with with the assistance of both my mother, which is rather curious because she also appears in the book, and also my friend Craig, I think he goes by the name Craig Wilson Fraser. I don't know, maybe Craig Fraser, maybe Craig Wilson. Anyway, he and I worked on another book, which I used to have around, but I don't have around currently. So, he and I are joined at the hip with regards to these things. I have 3 additional books that I want to get out, and maybe a 4th one that I'm working on currently. In terms of Last Monkey Standing specifically, I have a book about Sim Sea Lion, London 1940, which is nearly ready. I've got a bit more proofing to do, but it's going to be out in the same format, probably exactly the same format, except it's going to have a little bio here and, a different image for London 1940 or Sim Sea Lion or whatever it is. Probably a similar length. I think there's something really important about actually having these short books so people can actually consume them relatively easily. And the other thing is the price. I'm making them $8 on Amazon just because I'm not interested in making money with these books. The important thing about Field of Chaos specifically, which is why I've carried around a book from 1993 when I was 16 that I wrote, is the culture that's in this book doesn't exist anymore. I was watching a Disney movie with my daughters tonight, and I realized that, Disney kind of grabs elements of culture and themes them and this kind of stuff. Nothing would theme this culture that is in this book. I don't think anyone in Australia is writing about this. I think the whole thing has been completely lost from an Australian narrative, and this is the reason where I'm now 25 years out of Australia, I think. 25 years out of Australia. And I still carry on around this book as a thing of importance because it's a very interesting story of when I was 16 and very unique in many regards, which is why I'm kind of keeping this thing going. So anyway, in terms of Last Monkey Standing, there are a few videos coming up. I'm really looking forward to chatting with Dr. Amy Khan again. He's going to be, I think, probably in the next video. I was hoping of getting a Tim Taylor and various other, Hiroki Sayama, various other videos out, but the time has just ebbed and flowed. I'm going to get another Carl Harrington video out, which I'm really looking forward to. Just basically, because we've covered his background, now we can get into the kind of meat and veg of Carl Harrington, which I think is something I really want to get out on Last Monkey Standing. But yeah, so there are going to be videos coming up. But I just wanted to say that, this Field of Chaos book has stuck with me since I was 16. It doesn't really predate my software. In fact, it's got references to software that I wrote in this time, which actually inspired the Ape SDK and all this kind of stuff. That was when I was 19 that I did the Ape SDK. So this is a really pre-Barbelé writing. Anyway, so for merely $8, you could own your own copy of this thing. And clearly I'm not interested in making money out of books. Anyway, Tom Barberland, Las Vegas, Nevada, just giving a channel update, signing out.